All right. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Can you hear me? Are we
I
live?
got you. We're live. We're rolling.
Oh, is it me? Is it you? Is it us? Is it them?
I think it's
Is
them.
it okay? Are we live?
Oh, we're
Are we
live.
doing this? Are we doing this? Jesus, man, it's been forever, dude. What is up? What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to another Thursday Night Live stream. It's been a while. It has been a while, but we are back with a little upgrade, man. We got some new laptops. Old Cieri got some nice equipment here, and let's see if we can get it to work. But what's going on, man? Where you been? Who are you?
Man, finally got the house thing done, man. That's been the last year of headache and turmoil, but finally got it done. Finally got it wrapped up. So that's good. Um,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's screaming bear market, bear market. I'm still calling 275. So interested to hear your take on that, where we're going, where we're headed. Definitely
I
have some
well,
serious discussions.
I I think we might be on opposite sides of the aisle here, but man, that's going to cause for a good show. I think we both have some really good arguments, and I'm here for it, man. I am here for it, dude. I've missed the stream. We it's been a while, but we are back, guys. We're going to be here every Thursday, back into our normal schedule. So for those that were watching us every Thursday, we're going to be back, man. So make sure you tune in every Thursday. Be here and all that good stuff. So, how was Thanksgiving? How was your Black Friday? I don't. We've missed a lot, but how
Oh yeah,
was
that
it?
that was good. I went a little nuts on equipment, as you know. Got TCR some stuff, which I'm not on the brand new one yet. Wes still has mine, but that's because I'm traveling right now. I'm out of state, but I'm chilling at the Kava bar down here and broadcasting from there. But it's too important. We couldn't miss another week. It's been ridiculous, guys. We've been dying to get back, so we're back. But Black Friday was good because I caught a lot of electronic sales. So I went a little nuts. I went a little crazy, but I
He
saved money.
did.
So
He
so
did.
saving money is the name of the game, and like literally saved probably almost over $1,000 on the Black Friday sales. So
That is good, man. That is good. That is good. Yeah, we're dealing with it's people. Their HVAC went out, dude, and it's freaking freezing outside. So I just knew as soon as we hit live, I knew I was going to get the call from the technician, and that's exactly what happened. So I apologize for that delay for you folks that are watching. Yeah,
well, I think there's. I was looking at total global market cap, man. We might as well dive right in because these people want to know where the hell we're
let's
going,
do it,
what we're
man.
doing.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna let you roll with the charts. I'm gonna be back end producer today, but I did glance at total global a minute ago. It looks like we're just holding
Okay.
3.2, man, 3.2. But I want to see your take. Let you pull the charts up, see where we're at. We got Crypto
Okay.
Homes in the
So
house.
another thing I was doing before we jumped on crypto, look at this overall chart. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk about it. You guys know, man. I've been looking at October for us to top out, but man, I was not expecting early October. I was thinking like late October we would get. So October 31st. That is when the white paper was released, right, Siri?
Yeah, Halloween, I believe.
Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Halloween. So I was thinking, I'm thinking like, all right, everybody's looking Halloween, for that to come around, and we'll probably top out right before then or something. You know what I mean? I was not expecting October 4th or whatever the it was. But I mean, we were kind of expecting it, man. We've been talking about it. We've been looking at this chart when we pull it up for a long time now, and now everybody is saying, that 4 year cycle is over. We're gonna get, a massive bull rally in 2026, which could happen, man. Which could happen, and I'm almost on the fence for that to happen. But I gotta have a good reason for it, and I think I have convinced myself that 2026 could be a good year. Um, excuse my slack ass, man. I gotta grab my charger real quick. Siri's gonna kill me.
No, you're good, man. while he's grabbing that, I'll just get a good word in about that. I am totally in the agreement that
I got it.
2026 is going to kill it.
I got it.
So, yeah.
Don't worry about it. I got it, dude. Yeah, don't worry about it. I
One
got
thing's
it
for sure, you
right
guys know
here.
you get the real deal with TCR, baby. You get the real deal. No
The
frills, no
raw, the
thrills.
real, the raw and the real. What you sipping on, dude?
This is that kava
Let me
joint,
try
man.
some.
This is that kava java. You don't know
Yeah,
about this shit, man. You're not ready for this.
Kaba Java. Nah, I don't think I am, dude.
GMB
I
GMB
don't think
knows
I
about
am.
that. Ah, that is good. No, so I just wanted to make it a point to disagree with you publicly. No, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but I don't want to say that the having cycle's dead. I'm just saying it's not significant anymore because we're rounding off at the top. We've been through this is the fourth cycle, and Bitcoin's doing this number here. So the arch of the rainbow's already happened. The arch is done. So when people say, "Oh, I don't know if we're gonna have a good 2026," bro, we're gonna have a good 2026. It's just not gonna be a Bitcoin from 3,000 to 20,000 anymore. You're not gonna get those
Right,
violent, crazy shit. You're gonna get
right.
$125,000 Bitcoin in another month or two, I think, and then you're gonna gradually go up to 275 in less than a year. I'm still not changing my 275. We will hit it, and everyone's gonna
All
be
right.
like, "Oh, it's so high, it's so high." It's not that high. 275
Let
is
me ask
is
you,
low. That's a low
what?
call.
But okay, so let me ask you though, because what is? All right. Here's my beef with the whole 4 year. And actually, let me pull this up, man, just so we
Let's
can,
pull it up. Let's
have
pull it
something
up.
to look at here, just so we can have something to look at. Let's pull this up.
Did I mention 275 in less than a year?
Hey, you did mention 275. Hey, and I'm all for it, man. I want the 275. But you know what? I think 2025 or 2026 is going to be a great year because we get to buy lower, man. That is it. That is simply why I think 2026 is going to be a great year. If it goes up, cool, man. If it goes down, fucking great, dude. We get to buy more, right? That's the way to look at it.
Easy now,
Um,
easy. You're saying the whole year bear market? No way, dude.
Well, all right. So listen, we bottom out in 2026. That is the cycle, right?
All right, man. All right, let's
Right.
get into some shit.
All right.
So
So listen. All right. This is our chart, guys. This is the one that we've been looking at. We've been pulling up for the last 2 years. We've been planning this. It's very simple, right? We have our greens
which
for the
never
bottom.
overheated, by the way, which never really
It
overheated
did
at all.
it did not. Well, technically it did. We did get oversold or overbought here.
Come
It,
on, man. Where's the
according
snow? I
to
don't
our
see the snow.
there's no green snow, there's no
There's
green
no green
mountaintops.
snow. There's no ice.
Yeah, Cieri wanted those green mountaintops, man.
Yeah,
He
man. But that
did, he
it
did.
ain't a bull run without that top, man.
All right, so look, the entire time since Bitcoin's existence, minus this area right here when it first came out, the greens mark the bottoms, right? So let me just slide this over just so
We're
it
gonna
is
fucking
a
rip.
fact here.
We're gonna
All right.
rip.
Every time, I mean, we've discussed this numerous times, guys. But if it's your first time here, just entertain me for a second. Make me feel like I'm doing something. But the greens are the bottoms. Green means buy. We're at the bottom. Time to buy. The orange is all right. We're getting kind of towards the end of that cycle, man. Now might be the time to start taking a little bit of profits on these pumps. And then the red, of course, is the top. Red every single time. This is a monthly chart. Every time we've hit the red, it's been a top. Okay, so if you look backwards on this, it goes down 1 month each time, and the bottom does too, dude. The bottom does the same thing. Each bottom goes down a month or goes up a month. November, December, January. They're all bottoms from each of these cycles. And then you look at the tops, if you go backwards, you're seeing October, November, December, January. Or wait a minute, did I do that backwards? October, November, December, and this is the one that does the double, December, December. All right. But anyways, the last three cycles. So what? That's 12 years. The last 12 years. This is what we have followed. This is what we have done. And then you look at our, indicators down below. Yes, we come up, we get the green mountaintops, but that's fading a little, right? So it makes sense. And I'm not for nothing, but there is a little bit of green in there. There is a little bit of green in
Come
there. There
on,
is a
man. That
green
ain't no
tint.
green, man. That ain't no
There
green.
is there is a green tint in there. But
There's no hue. You're looking for some
right.
hue.
Right.
I
We
don't
were
see no.
expecting to come into it, right? We were expecting to come into that yellow line. It didn't happen.
It's
Um,
gonna.
but we
It's gonna.
said 4 years exactly looking at the monthly chart, almost to the T, dude, is when this lays out, is when this happens. So we knew that we were getting close, man. If the 4 year cycle was going to break, it needed to break then. If the 4 year cycle was going to hold up, it has, it's held up so far. But there's people that are saying that it's already been broken. How? I don't
Well,
understand why they're saying it's already been broken.
let me interject for why it's been broken. Okay, number one, you haven't had the diminishing green tops enough. If they were diminishing truly, then they would have been slowly getting smaller. You don't see that. If you go to the last lump, it's bigger than the one before it. So first off, it's not
They're
the
getting
last.
lighter.
Nah, that's I don't think so.
They're
Not at all.
and they're coming down.
I don't see that.
And
Yeah, I
they're
don't
coming
see
down.
that.
Look, it's a trend. It's a downwards trend. The bottom too,
Yeah, I don't see
right?
that because the first cycle you got a mini peak on the second one. Then the cycle after that, you had two mountains that lasted longer. Then the third one, you
Right.
had a slightly. So that's not really diminishing. That's
But
kind of
it's
equal.
close. Like it's close enough for me. Sorry, man. Go ahead,
No,
dude. I'm just
I don't
excited
see that at all. I don't
to
see
be
that.
back.
What I see is this cycle
Okay.
has been stretched out thinner, and it's been we've rode the low end for the first time since 2018 cycle. 2018 cycle, you can see we were riding the bottom of the rainbow more, right? So everyone was comparing this run to 2018. I still say we get that parabolic run. And when we do, those green mountaintops are going to show just as prominent as they did every other cycle. The difference is it hasn't happened yet. And people are all confused now because they're like, well, what the hell? 4 year cycle's done. Or maybe it's law of diminishing returns or whatever. You got to understand, though, we just hit 125 and everybody was like super bullish, right? And then you drop to 80 and everyone's giving up. But it's the same thing I keep trying to tell
Yeah.
people. If Amazon stock was $1.26 and it fell down to 80 cents, would you say that's it? It's a bear market for Amazon stock? No. It would be a normal freaking correction from $1.26 down to 80 cents. Bitcoin has enough money in it to where it's not moving like that anymore. It moves like a dollar. It moves like a stock that was worth $1.26 dropping to 80 cents. That's how much money's in Bitcoin right now. And that money's not getting pulled out. Everyone thinks it is. Oh, it's going to go to zero. Oh, we're going to
Right.
40,000. We're going to 30,000. That shit ain't happening. And then if you want to call a bear market at say $60,000, then maybe you could call a bear market. Dropping from $1.20 to 60,000, that's a bear market. But we're holding at 92 still, and so I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. No,
I'm waiting for the
we've
bear like everyone
expected
else.
this.
But based
Yeah.
on this chart though, based on this slow, steady rise up,
Mm.
I don't see a freaking bear coming from that unless you count maybe one more red candle down. Maybe you get a month or
Yeah.
two or something. But you're talking a whole year.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, dude. I'm not seeing a
Well,
full year
there's
down.
there's
I can't.
yeah,
I'm
no,
not
no, hold
seeing it.
on. Let me just backtrack a little, and I agree with you. I don't think that we
And I
go
still
a
say
whole
we hit
year
the top
down.
of that blue
That
band.
is
The
that
top of
is
that.
where
I was going to
eventually
say the top of that blue band is
that's
$1 million
for
Bitcoin. That's $1 million if you
yeah.
go to the
This
right
right
a
here
little
is
bit.
300 and oh
Yeah,
yeah. If
yeah.
you keep on going to the
You
right,
go over to the
but
right
right
just a little
now,
bit.
it's 400,000. But here's
Right.
the thing, man. Here's the thing. All right, so we've got that. We got the RSI. The RSI indicator failed. A lot of the
None of the indicators hit, bro.
oversold bull
None of
market
the
top
oversolds
indicators
hit.
completely failed. Completely failed. No targets hit. Completely failed. But what I do notice is one, we hit October. I mean, if you just measured this out by the days, by the months, and you look at that pattern, we hit it. So far, we've hit it. So as far as timing, 4-year cycle, as far as timing goes, it has not been broken. Now, indicators have failed completely. This to me on the RSI, that's close enough for me, dude. I mean, I don't know. Some people look at that differently. I think the oversold indicator, every single top, if you go back, we got our sell. Right after the red, we got our sell, we got our sell, we got our sell. We just recently got our sell. You look at the momentum indicator down below. Every time we've gotten our sell and we're coming out of the green and Bitcoin's topped, you see that start to drag down a little, right? You see this starting to curve from the overbought or whatever. It's overextended. It crosses over. We go into our bear market, bull market, stay up. We cross over bear market. This was COVID. We all know that was fucking COVID. Um, did it right here, 2021, and you see it starting to do it here. We've already crossed over. We're coming from an overextended position, and the MACD on the monthly, that's crossed over. Look, if they're going to fake us out, this will be the ultimate fake out, 100%. So I
Well,
don't have my guard down completely
you
yet.
gotta keep in mind too that we've got Jamie Dimon, we've got Larry Fink, we've got basically every Wall Street tech guru that's ever been in the game for the last couple thousand years on Wall Street, whatever,
Yeah,
not thousand, but literally the last couple hundred years of Wall Street's existence. These guys are in the game now. So if there's anyone that A has the
yeah,
money to manipulate and B has a reason to manipulate, it's these guys. And so it's when they
yeah,
say, well, this time is different, it's not that it's different. It's not that the 4-year cycle is different. It's that you were playing the minor leagues before, okay? And that's when Bitcoin was going from, oh, it's $100, and then it went up to 2,000. Woohoo! Nerdy guys on their computer 10
yeah,
years ago that were smarter than everybody else, and God bless them. But now it's not that no more, right? It's not that. You got Jamie
yeah,
Dimon salivating, attacking Michael Saylor's freaking MicroStrategy, shorting MicroStrategy. They're attacking this thing from different angles now. So,
yeah.
is
Dude,
the
I
cycle
think that,
different? No, but is this run going to be different? Is the tactics going to be different?
yeah,
You better
just,
bet your ass
yeah.
because you got different
Well,
players in the
and,
game. It's not minor league anymore. It's
right,
major league.
right.
So,
Yeah. And look, we all got, when they got involved, most of the volume came from old school Bitcoiners, us. It really didn't come from new people getting in. It was the ETFs, institutions getting in. And I think they got in for one fucking reason, and that was to make their money, dump, scare the shit out of everybody, and possibly bottom out a lot sooner. So that is why I don't have my guard down yet, because we could we could start trending up tomorrow, and then we can make new all-time highs in a week. Like, we don't know, you know what I mean? But we have dropped 50%. No, not 50%, excuse me. We dropped like 35%, 30%, something like that, from the top. So I mean, it's a significant drawdown. We're seeing old school Bitcoiners selling their bags, which to me,
too early, in my
that is
opinion.
just
Way
inviting
too
them in
early.
to say, the 4-year cycle, they're going to dump their bags. We already see them dumping their bags on chain. Now let's start buying. You know what I mean? It could be something like that where they take advantage of the 4-year cycle, make everybody think that it's over. We got a whole year of downward price action, and then they just start scooping up all the bags. That could absolutely happen. So I don't
Well,
have my guard down
well,
completely when it comes to that.
think of it this way too. Think of it think of it this way on this cycle. If you look at this cycle as compared to the other three, like I said before, we've been riding the bottom of this rainbow.
Mhm.
We've steady stayed on the bottom of it almost throughout the whole thing. I mean, even if you look that last run, what did we get? Maybe halfway up the rainbow, maybe halfway through. Whereas all three other runs, you had more than halfway through, and then you had a parabolic top. This one, you didn't even see above halfway through the chart at all. So
Yeah.
we've literally been riding the bottom of that arch the whole way as best Wall Street could do. And like you said, if they're just scaring the degens that have been holding for 8 years, 5 years, six
It
years,
could be.
if they're
I
just
don't put it
scaring
past
those
them.
guys out, look, let them sell, let new money come in. The other theory that like Lark was saying was, what if we already had our bear market? In other words, what if
I just don't.
the sell pressure was
Where?
going
How?
against the ETFs like this? New money was coming into the ETFs, right?
I,
BlackRock,
I
IRA,
don't
all
want.
these shares.
Yeah.
While the old school whales were
Uh huh.
exiting, and that's what's created this. Because when you say bear market, I mean, what are you saying? 60,000, 50,000, $40,000 Bitcoin? What are we saying? Because
I think I'm looking around 63 to 67 is where I'm looking at, which is not bad. I mean, before it was 88, then it was 86, and then it was 78. So to go from 78% drawdown to a 50% drawdown, even that's pushing it. You know what I mean? Like I want to say 40 to 50,
well, if
to be
that if
honest with
that's
you.
the case, and we go down from here, and we never went to the top of the band, and we never had a euphoric blow off top, then the 4 year cycle, in theory, is halfway already dead now because we're not having. It's not following the rules. There's no
Well,
blow off top. There's going to be no.
no, there's no blow off top, but that's
There's no blow
structure,
off
man.
top. So, but bull runs in theories always end with a blow off top. So if the last three have had
Yeah,
blow
but
off tops and this
that's
one don't,
structure.
I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
would
when I
almost
say
stretch
4 year
that
cycle, we're talking about timing. Timing.
just the halving cycle. That's all that matters. The halving cycle was paired with global liquidity. That's all the halving cycle really is the reward for
I,
the
I
miners cut in half. That's why they
yeah.
call it the halving.
I
But the blow off tops that come from it have to do with price action. And if the price action's not there, then in theory, something's broken with the 4 year cycle because it's not working anymore. like,
Well, and that's like the emotional aspect of it, the psychology of it. Nothing about this run felt euphoric at all, dude. Like we never
no,
got that
no, not
euphoria.
even 126.
But
Nobody was screaming 126 was all that
they're
great.
suppressing it. They're suppressing it. I just think the 4 year cycle, everybody's saying the 4 year cycle has been broken. I mean, I'm seeing big accounts, people with a lot of following saying the 4 year cycle's broken, but they're not giving any kind of um, substance to back it up, man. Like they're just saying it's broken, and then they're not telling us why. Why is it broken? Because from the way I'm seeing it, dude, it is right on point. If
Minus a blow
126 was
off
the
top,
top,
minus a blow off top.
which it seems to be,
Yeah,
but it's still a top.
minus the
It
blow
was
off
still a
top.
top. And then you look at 2020, 2021, and we didn't get one 2020 or 2021.
Yeah,
You
it's
see what I'm
just,
saying? I mean, they're saying it, but then they're not providing any substance to back it up.
well, the other thing is, like I said, if you could take that fourth purple bar and you could double it to the right, then you would have to wait another 4 to 6 years to get up to what's it look like 800,000 if we slowly crept up. So you're looking at what, almost 200,000 shy of $1 million Bitcoin in 4 to 6 years. So at
Oh, it's
that
gonna
rate,
happen.
right? At that
Yeah,
rate,
it's
would
gonna
you say
happen.
the cycle's broken? I would say it is broken because it's a slow and steady move up towards 1 million. It's not these violent. It's
Yeah.
not these violent up and downs anymore. So,
And I think
you
we
know,
all agree that it's gonna break eventually. Like the cycle is gonna break eventually because it's just more and more insignificant. So me, for the cycle to be broken, we need to make a new all-time high before October 2026. That for me to say the cycle is broken, we need to make a new all-time high before 2026. Does that
well, and
sound
likewise,
reasonable?
I say it's already broken. If we don't have a euphoric run and we just slowly grind up to $1 million from here, then it's already broken. We just don't realize it yet. It's just that it's not broken as in it doesn't matter anymore. The last Bitcoin is going to be mined, I think, what, 100 years from now or 200 years. We'll all be dead by the time
Yeah.
the last Bitcoin's mined. We're going to
Right.
be dead and gone. But at that
Right.
point, Satoshi set it up to where it's supposed to not even be, it's supposed to literally be a stable coin at that point anyway, because of all the halvings already happening, all the big money already being taken, all the big profits being taken. So, you gotta say, you gotta look at, when you say it's broken, the first halving was crucial. The pumps and dumps from the first halving were the most important, right? Because it was the birth of it, and they wanted to
Right.
make it exciting. Second one was a little bit better as far as adoption, but a little bit worse as far as gains. The third one we were a part of was very exciting. Here's the fourth one. The fourth one's kind of already like, dude, this sucks. 126 was that sucks,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's
It
not
does.
that this cycle's broken. I'm not saying it's broken. You're still going to have a halving every 4 years. It's still going to be timed with the global liquidity, but the shit was whack. I mean, let's be honest. The shit
It was
whack.
whack.
If
It was.
120,
It was.
if 126 was the top, that was whack. That was, I want my money
Yeah.
back. Like, that was not a fun bull run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And I think it was
that's what I'm
suppressed
trying to
on
say.
purpose. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was suppressed on purpose. But if we're just strictly looking at everything as a whole, and you put one side, why is it broken, and on the other side, why is it still intact, or why would we be going into a bear market? I just think the side that supports the bear market theory, or the 4-year cycle, still being intact, I think is very, very heavy. Um, Outside of the green tops, of the RSI, but the timing, these indicators here, the indicator here, the MACD, there's so much that is backing it up that it's hard to ignore, man. And I think that like you should be cautious right now.
Yeah, and I
Maybe,
agree with
no,
you that it's possible. You never want to say it's not possible for Bitcoin to drop or for it to roll and
yeah,
just shoot up way before you're ready. But 60,000, Jeb was saying 70,000 is where all the whales are watching. 60,000 is more realistic for a price target for a breakdown.
yeah,
If you extrapolate the lines, the targets point to 60,000 for me. So we're both agreeing on, if we break to the downside, that's realistic. But
yeah,
if you're saying that 60,000 is the bear market and 126 was the top, the last time we had a run, we ran from 3,000 to almost 19,000. So to me, going from 3,000 to 20,000 was exciting. Going from 80,000 to 126 was boring as hell. But I guess the drop from 126 down to 90, and then if we slow bleed down to 60, man, that's going to suck. But it's
yeah.
not going to last a year either, I don't think. Like,
I
in other
and that's
words,
where I think the
I
cycle gets
think it's going
broken.
to be a
Is
couple
the
of
bottom.
months, bro. Yeah, it's going to be a couple of month movement. Like, whereas before it was a 3-year thing waiting for the bull run. I
Yeah,
think that's dead because
yeah. You
this
look between the
sideways.
red and the green. Sorry, go ahead. Man.
No, I was just saying because the sideways that we've been doing, if you look at this cycle, ignore all the other cycles for a minute.
Yeah,
If you
one
just
hundred
look at
percent.
that purple box and look at that grind, it doesn't make sense to go down and sideways for
I agree.
6 more months or into 2026. It's
Yeah,
almost like that'd just be crazy. Maybe to the end of that blue line, and that would be 2026. You would be lucky though. You'd be buying literally the bottom of the chart the whole time.
yeah,
And so when it did move its way up, you would be. Yeah, I see the $60,000. I just don't see it lasting for more than a couple months.
yeah.
And
Now,
when? Who knows when, dude? Who knows when? I
right.
mean, could we keep going from now and then the next 3-4 months until we get the new chair in? I mean, that would almost make sense.
Yeah,
Go ahead and drop January, February, March, April, and then just go through the 4-month bear market, and then by May, June, we start rolling up again.
yeah.
It's very
I'll
possible.
I'll say this, it's something that we've talked about previously before is, things that are changing when it comes to cycles like that. Making a new all-time high a lot sooner than previous cycles before was something that happened this past time. Another thing that happened for the first time was we never, when we came up and we bottomed out, we never went below the previous all-time highs, right? We never went below this level on this bottom, and this time we actually did. We went below that 60K. And there's theories that, we should have went to 100K that time. We should have went there, which I agree with, but we did see that happen for the first time, and then also, which is the most current, and then also we made a new all-time high way sooner than we normally would. It was like, wasn't it like 180 days sooner than
You,
the
you know,
previous times before?
you know what's funny? If you
Yeah.
look at this chart, it almost looks like you can see the bottom of Larry Fink's boot stepping on that freaking fourth cycle and just suppressing it down like this. It's like you see that weight on it. It's almost like you can literally see someone just holding it down, and it just looks
Yeah.
so much different than all three other cycles. And you gotta
Oh yeah.
admit, when they say this time is different, but the thing is, like I said, the players that are involved now are different, and they do have
Yeah.
power, and they do have money, and they do have influence, and they run the world. These are the guys that literally run the
Yeah.
world. So, like I said, we
Yeah.
are playing a different game. We wanted it, but at the same time, we have to realize there's going to be, different rules to the game now because they can change the rules when they want,
Yeah.
and they
100%.
do.
100%, man. Yeah. 100%. So what's you guys take, right? Do you think we are what are you guys thinking, man? Put it in the comments, write it in the live chat. Tell us what you think, man.
We
But
got some
you
viewers
want to look
tuning
into
in
some
too,
recent
Wes.
price
We got
action?
some people tuning in
Do we?
tonight. Oh yeah, that's some good
Nice,
numbers,
man.
man.
What's up, everybody? What's
Hectic's in the
going
chat.
on?
My boy Hectic's here.
Hectic. What's up, dude? What? What's going on, man? All right. Do you want to look at some recent price action, man? See what's happening
Yeah,
now?
pull something up, and maybe you could pull up a. I don't know. I was doing real good about 4 days ago trading. In the last 2 days, I just been getting slaughtered. So I stopped trading for a minute again until I recenter.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens, man. I gotta step away for a couple days at a time, man, because it'll get to you. Now that what I do now is if I lose 2 to 3 trades, depending on how much they were, I stop for the night because I'll start revenge trading, and that never ends good. So I'll stop
Yeah,
for the night.
Cheddar Bob, and Hectic in the house from the Lost Donkeys.
Yo, Cheddar Bob, Boner Patrol. That's the BP homies right there, man.
Yeah, and
All right,
Miss
guys, this
Miss
is the.
Messiah Comic
I
in the
think
house.
is that GMB, dude? It looks like
What, he
his.
changed his name? He got a
I don't
wrench.
know.
You gave him a wrench.
Yeah, that's GMB, man.
That's it.
That's GMB.
What's he doing
Yeah.
changing his name on me, man?
All right, guys, let's dig into it. This is recent. This is our current price action. This is on the daily chart. We are looking at our 20-day moving average here, which is good. It looks like we just got above the 20-day moving average. Always a good sign. We like that. Now, Cieri, we were talking the other day, right? We were looking at the daily chart, and we can see our waves down here. We've already done our 5 waves here to the downside, and so now we just kind of did a little correction, a 3-step correction here, and we're starting to show a little bit of bullish formation, which is a positive. But something that I'm noticing, this isn't what I want to pull it back. Actually, it is. I'm sorry, man. I had to re-sign up for Lux Algo, or not Lux Algo, Trading View. Um, and now all my stuff is jacked up.
I think I'm gonna take the plunge and go back to Think or Swim, dude.
Yeah, do it,
After
man. I want to try it.
it's been 4 years, but that's the one. Now that they finally added ETH and Bitcoin on there, and I can actually chart them out with their tools, Think or Swim is freaking dope.
Yeah, I
And
want to try it out, man.
I'm back in stocks again too, so it just makes sense for me to make
Yeah.
that plunge.
All right, so this is the daily chart, guys. Bitcoin on the daily chart. We see we got our top here, right? We were making this little trend line, 1, 2, 3. We hit that trend line and we got rejected. Pretty much a triple top in my book. I mean, especially if you look at the body of this and you stretch it over, we went into that range and we put in a triple top, man. So that's bearish, right? 5 waves to the downside, and we had this trend line that we were hoping was gonna hold up here. This white legacy trend line that's pretty much held us up the entire bull run for the last over a year, right? It has held up its support, which has been massive, right? So some good trades off that line. We finally broke through it. Look, it's simple. I think a lot of people, if you weren't looking at the charts and you were just on crypto Twitter and you were just kind of basing it off of that, it's easy to get caught up and say, all right, cool, man, we bottomed out. Now we're about to go, we're about to take off. But Cieri, I mean, we've been talking about this and we wish we would have been able to come online and talk about it as well. But we knew, man, we were way overextended in our RSI. We were way oversold. And we knew that there had to be some kind of relief coming soon. We got that relief, and now we're making higher highs, higher lows. But we haven't hit our target yet. Your target was 94, 95 for the
Yeah.
first target, and I think we took that one out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we almost went to 95 the other day,
And
but
104 was my other one. I said if we were going to get a major bounce, we should go back to 104, and then that should decide whether or not we're going to go back up or not. But shit,
right,
we're taking our sweet time.
yeah,
Not even
yeah. If
going up there at all.
Yeah, if you look at this impulse move to the downside, this last wave here, you can see that we got a little pullback right here, right? Not because the candle's green, that too, but because we did, our the bottom of that wick back to back made a higher low, right? So technically, you would consider that a pullback. And look where we went to. We went and hit that target right on it. It took me a minute to see it, but when you pointed it out to me when you were talking about 94, 95, so we came up, smacked that thing. I think we are coming up to this red box first, 98 to 100,000. We could get
Yeah.
rejected off of that, wave three. And then we have this, legacy trend line that could act as resistance as well. And I think that's when we're looking at 102, 104, and then this order block right above it. So for me to say, all right, reversals in, we're gonna move to make a new all-time high. I want to see us break
Yeah,
above
I'm not.
100K and stay above 100K.
And honestly, I'm not there because when I was looking at the 104, and I could be wrong. My timing's wrong a lot of the times when I try to time something and say I'll call a level and then I'll say 2 weeks or a week or 3 weeks, and I don't have a crystal ball, so I'm wrong on my
Right.
time frames a lot, which why I try to not give them anymore. But sometimes I can't help it, right? So this
Right.
is one of those times where I was like, okay, we're going to 94, we're going to go to 104. I was assuming that this bounce we got that barely got to 94, that we would have enough strength that we were going to bounce so hard off 85 that we'd shoot right up. Like, so to me, maybe I'm assuming it's going to go up faster than it was, and we're still just going to slow grind. Because the market makers want to get their freaking trades in, man. These are all levels that they want to sell and work. So
Right.
it could take as long as they want it to take, really. I mean,
Yeah.
the market makers are the ones that are in control. They have the ball right now, and we have to just kind of take a deep breath and watch and see. I think it's just safer to watch the levels. And like you said, man, if we do, I'm definitely not calling a reversal in right now. I don't think we bounced hard enough. This bounce is not what I wanted to see for me to say, let's go. And I did have a Remora, someone that follows us, give me a personal phone call. And it was right when we were around 118, 116, whatever. And I
Yeah.
told him, he said, Nick, what do you think? I said, bro, if we don't get back above 116, just you need to just be ready. Like, and he was like, and it was like 115, 115.5. We never got back above it. And he called me a
Huh.
week later and he was like, you were right, dude. I was like, yeah, I'm not seeing the strength. So, I'm not going to call bullish calls when I'm not seeing
Yeah.
it. I'm going to be pissed about our bull run, but I'm also not going to give you guys false hopes and say, oh, yeah, we're going, because right now, I feel like we should already have hit 104, but I think it's going to be another 2 week or 3 week thing. I hate to give the time frame, but
I,
I
I
just
think
feel like
we're
that's what it's going to be. Like another two or
yeah,
three
yeah,
weeks before we see what
yeah.
kind of strength.
I'm with you, man. It just felt really good to get some relief. Then we had this fake out to the downside, but then we climbed 10,000 10,000 up. You know what I mean? We hit 83, and then we went to 90. Hell, that's more than $10,000. So we've we've risen pretty quickly, man, and we still have plenty of room on the RSI. I I'm with you. We could come down a little bit more, possibly, back down a little bit, 90,000, 80, 88, 90,000, something like that. But the fact that we got above the 20 on the daily and we are making higher, so technically we are, moving up right now. I'm still in the camp that I think 98, 90, 99, 100,000 is our next target.
It's in the cards. It's just weak the way it's doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, oh for sure.
So
100%.
what time do you guys close? Okay. Okay, so I got
What
some time. I'm good.
are you the last person in there?
No, there's a couple other people in here.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
about to say, are
no,
you that guy?
no. I got me another Kava Java though.
Yeah,
Look at that thing, y'all.
about to be
Yes.
feeling good, bro.
That joint. Oh shit! I just spilled it on my keyboard like a dumbass.
All right,
Good thing this is the
let's
backup
see.
laptop, right?
Right. So yeah, I mean, we could, in my opinion, I think 98 to 90 or 98 to 100,000 is still in the cards. As far as levels go. But yeah, we could see. I mean, stocks were doing good today, right? Didn't we have a good day today? Circle was moving. Jesus, man. I know the AI stocks were moving as well. I got a few of those.
My little Nissan. My little Nissan's been cruising, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
But
we should. I think we should do that next week. We should jump into some stock charts, bro. Just a
yeah, we
couple.
we
Not
can for
not too
sure.
not too many, but a couple.
Yeah, we can for sure. For sure. So yeah, I'm still holding on, man. I'm still holding on. What about strength and hype? Hype, man. They just released like, I don't know, what was it, like 9 million tokens or 900 million. It was a lot. It was a lot of the supply that got released to the team and all that. And dude, it has held up nicely, man.
It's
I
at
did
30
not
bucks,
expect
right?
that.
30 bucks.
So it went at like 29 and some change and crawled all the way back up to 36. And then now it's kind of cooling off with the rest of the market down at 33 or 34,
Hey, Court W.
33.7.
Court W's got a good comment. I'm gonna have you read that if you don't mind.
Okay.
Let you read that.
Oh, Wes, you look so good. I want to take you home and wait, what? Oh, I'm reading the
No,
wrong
no,
one. Sorry.
yeah, no, that was.
Sorry. All right, let's see. Sorry. The AHR 999 index chart is
Read it
almost
for the
at
whole
bottom
class,
two.
please.
AHR 999 index chart is almost at bottom two, which means a buy signal, but the stochastic on 2 week looking not good on Bitcoin, but it can take a while to go to the downside.
He's got
Um,
one more. He's got one more. Hold on. This is pretty interesting on the second one here.
we most likely come back down from 98 to 100K, 2026, new all-time highs after or before April. Wow, man. Okay. Trump said the checks may come in April next year as well. That's going to do a lot. I mean, that's going to do a lot. I think a lot of Americans are hurting right now, just in general. Things are still very expensive. They're starting to come down like gas, man. Oh, that's nice, dude. We're getting a little break here. So we'll at 2000. I know, I'm a property manager. I work for a property management company. I see the people that live in these properties, and these are real everyday working, middle class people that are struggling to pay their bills on time. They're struggling to pay their lights, keep their lights on, feed their kids. And do they use, I mean, I know what I'm going to do, but do the ordinary everyday people take that 2K and buy crypto? Is that what they buy?
They
Yeah,
buy shit
they
coins with
might.
it.
They might, I don't know. But yeah, that's a bold statement. So new all-time high
Well, it
around
kind of
April.
goes. It kind of goes along with what we've been saying though, because
Hmm.
it goes with the 4 month bear cycle too. I mean, if you think right about now, where are we in
That's what I
December?
want to talk about.
January, February, March, April. That's 4 months. So he's calling April. I'm dead on with that opinion of 4 year cycle being broken from what it
broke.
normally is. Okay, let's just not to bring it back up, but just to say that it's
Yeah,
different from what it
right.
was. Also, the bear market being different from what it was, meaning instead of a 8 to 12 month bear market, you're looking at a 4 month bear market, and the
Hmm.
4 month bear market is right now. Like we're starting month one. Like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe we get a correction up to 98,
It
100,
started October.
and then we
Yeah.
just exactly. It started then. So November, December, January, February, March, April. So you get a 6 month total bear market, which is still way
All right.
shorter than previous
Now,
bears.
I do want to comment on this because this is what I forgot to talk about earlier. And look, I'm trying to make an argument for both sides. I really am. I'm trying to keep that open mind. But so far, everything for me is just landing on we've topped out. We're headed down, bottom in 2026 by October, and then we start moving up all time highs. But look, man, if you look at what we did, and you were just talking about this, if you look at how we moved this past time, we bottomed out, perfect timing, exactly when we were supposed to, and we we called that, like we knew that that was the bottom, right? We knew it was going to land in that
Yeah,
month.
15K we called that bottom
Yeah. So what we didn't expect was to make a new all-time high
that quick. Yeah.
that fast, man. So we went from November, to March, making new all-time highs. What is that? 2, 3, 4. What is that? Hell, I don't know. November 2022. Yeah, that's a year and a half.
What
Yeah,
is
like a
the
year and some change.
what is the bottom of that intersection where the turquoise and the blue meets? What price level is that at? To the right on the next cycle up. If you were to go to that corner, go all the way to the end where the turquoise meets the blue, over to the right an inch. Right
Oh,
there,
right
go
here.
down. Yeah, what is that intersection?
That's 69,000,
So
right smack in the middle of
69,000.
both
If you
of them.
so, if we were to go all the way down and still stay somewhat in the rainbow, you're telling me that the bear market worst case scenario would be around 69K.
That would be that
Isn't
would be
that
dope, dude.
isn't that funny? Because that would coincide with what the top from last cycle where Elon stopped us, and yes, it was Elon because we stopped at 69,420, and that's his freaking number. So yes, the richest man in the world, I believe, had a little whale blip on Bitcoin's chart because he wanted to, save his little mark on history. Remember when we hit that 69,420 on the last run?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, if we fall to that level, that's a whale blip. So we could totally just stay there for a day or two or a couple hours. But
yeah,
man, you know what that would mean, Wes? That would mean you would never get to see Bitcoin under $50,000 ever again. That would mean we
yeah.
would be one of the few people in history that got to buy it
That day's gonna
cheaper than
come.
50 G's.
That day will come. But what I was getting at with this is the drawback. You were talking about these consolidation periods that we were having, right? We were coming up a week top, and then we were just kind of consolidating in a range for a little bit, and that's what Cieri's talking about is these long drawn outs. This is kind of consolidation and down. This one
God,
is
boring.
consolidate down. This one is just weak, right? So if you measure those out, I mean, on average, they're like 5 months, something like that. They're on average, right? So we've been moving for 4 to 6 months, consolidating or going down 4 to 6 months, moving 4 to 6, consolidating, moving 4 to 6, consolidating. So there is a pattern that is starting to form if we look at these things, and that's kind of why I'm looking at we could bottom out. We made a new all-time high sooner this cycle. We could bottom out sooner as well. Like what's stopping that? There's nothing stopping that. So I am in the camp that I do think we bottom out before October, and then the cycle would be broken. For
Well,
me,
here
for me,
and
for me.
here's the range: the $60,000 to $80,000 range. If you look, that elevator was taken up with those three big ass green candles. We took the elevator up. Guess what? We're gonna have to go back down and climb the steps because we jumped from 66K to 80K, and there was just no trading that was done between those levels.
Yeah,
So if you look on that chart, there's three big ass green candles that jumped us into the $90,000 range. That's the elevator. So
Yeah.
if we took the elevator up, then you still have to go back down and pay the price and walk up the steps. So my point is, I think we're going to trade in the bear market between the $60,000 and $80,000 range, and that'll be your bear market. If we go up first, come down, whatever. But 60 to 80K is the most logical range for a bear market right now.
Yeah.
But lower than that, I don't know. I know for sure I don't think that we'll ever go below that $38,000 level. There's just way too much buy pressure down there. You get a
It's
flash crash, you get another COVID, you get some shit like that. Possibly you see something that low, but yeah, 66,000 between 60 and 80. That range is the most likely for your market makers because no tradings happen between those two ranges, 60 and 80. No Bitcoin has been exchanged between hands, so the market makers want trades because they make money off of the volume and stuff. So it
yeah.
makes the most sense from a market maker's perspective to take us in that range next and make us trade there. So my call for the bear is definitely 60 to 80. But I don't think that's a genius call. I think that's an obvious call. Just looking at this chart, I don't know how you can't see it, that's a range that's untapped. I mean, you got to look where the market makers are going to make the most money. I think that's the range. So,
Yeah, there's that. There's definitely a liquidity gap right here. It ain't much, but there's definitely a gap right
that's
here, and
enough to
I
go
see what you're
sideways for
saying.
4 months.
This
That's
is what
enough.
this is exactly what I expect to play out right here. I think that we we come up and we get a fake out. It could take us all the way, it could take us up to 112, 114 is what I've been saying. And then I think that finishes us off. And this pretty much my target, man. If I laid out what I think is going to happen you know, over the next year or 6 to 8 months or so, that's what I would say. But this is going to hurt a lot of people right here when we start coming up
That
here.
last correction up, you mean?
Yeah.
You think people are going to FOMO in at that and then get wrecked again? They wouldn't do that to people. Finkster wouldn't do that, man. Come on. Jamie Dimon, he ain't going to do that. Yeah, I agree. Where's that blue line at? That blue line is at October 2026. Your fat blue line there, right? Wes? Uh-oh. Did I lose you? I might have lost you. It's freezing up. Oh boy. I think it got froze up on his end. Court W, let's see. Yes, I think 66K is the bottom. Decoders will stay the same. Yeah, that's a good call. Let's read this one here. Supposedly 2028 Bitcoin, they say it should be at near 1 million. That's crazy. Buy the dips if you can. Absolutely. You guys are on the right track, man. You guys are definitely on the right track. Not sure. I think we lost him due to internet. I have to get rolling here in a minute anyway. If that's the case, you guys make sure you hit like and subscribe. We might dip it out because of that, because I got to get going too. Wes is back in here first. Hold on. Wes, I'm going to let you wrap it up, brother. I'm going to let you wrap it up because I got to get going out of here. We had a
Yeah,
good
you're good,
show.
man. You're good.
We had
That
a
was
good we had
fun.
a good show, man.
Yeah, that was fun, dude. It's been a while, so it felt really good to jump back on.
Good chat,
Sorry I
guys.
lost connection there, but
Love the guys in the chat too, Wes. They've been saying some good shit.
yeah. Yeah, Court, come back. GMB, come back. We know you'll be back, obviously. But yeah, you guys come back, and we're going to be here every Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to keep you guys updated. Sorry, it's been a while if you haven't seen us in a little while, but we are back. We are back, and we will be here. Bear market, bull market, doesn't fucking matter. We're going to be here, so look forward to it. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Make sure you're following us on all socials at the Crypto Remora. Make sure you're following Cieri at Cieri Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. Much love and until next time. Peace out, man.